Okay, we got Michelle here. What does Warped Tour, the final tour, mean to you?
It means well, it's full circle. Being able to be involved in Warped Tour the last few years and go to Warped Tour from the time I was 12 has been a really surreal feeling, and also getting to play the very last Warped Tour. Some people are really sad about it being the last Warped Tour, but because I admire Kevin Lyman so much and everything that he created and having the longest standing, longest running moving tour in the U.S., I'm excited to see what he creates next. I've watched Kevin really grow into education in the education space and going to colleges. I've had the honor to speak on a few panels with him, and honestly, no lie, he's always the best person on the panel because he keeps it so raw and so real. And in talking to all the kids who have aspirations of building their own festivals or working in the entertainment industry, I think him being able to focus on that and all these other programs he's creating with the TEI and with also this new program for for helping people with drug addictions. I think Kevin's taking his 25 years of Warped Tour and his previous experience as a production manager and putting that into all these really cool causes that not only continue to help musicians, but also help educate people who want to put on cool events. And so for me, I'm not sad. I'm excited to see what Kevin creates next, Yeah, and I'm always got his back, and I told him, how exciting you created this whole network of musicians. There's a lot of people on Warped Tour, so you don't always get to meet every other band on Warped Tour. However, if you run into each other later in life or on another tour, you're like, you did Warped Tour? You did Warped Tour? Yo, we're family for life. Once you made it through a Warped Tour, that, you're just in the club and your family. So it's really cool what he created. Not only that, but a lot of people aren't aware of how many nonprofits are involved with Warped Tour. So there's a lot. Kevin's done a lot of good over the years. Other than just showing us all new music and new genres, he's also opened the world up to other organizations that are making a difference in people's day-to-day lives. So it's cool.
And then when it comes to fans that you've encountered over the Warped Tour, does any story stand out to you over the years?
Yeah, there's a girl, Emma Lee, who, since the first time I met her a few years ago on Warped Tour, has become a good friend of mine, her and her family's. But she came up to me at Warped Tour with this long construction paper, pull-out letter and a cartoon, and it said, "I'm Emily. I'm shy. I don't talk to boys. I just don't socialize much, and I, down on myself sometimes, and ever since I discovered Beebs and her Money Makers, now I wear bright colors and flowers in my hair, and I talk to boys, and I love myself, and I now know that I'm a superhero, and I will never forget that as long as I live, because when you're making music and people like Kevin give you the opportunity to travel the country and spread your music everywhere, you're just like, oh, cool, I'm getting to play my music, to people, but you're not anticipating what impact, even just people think their bands have to have these hardcore messages, but honestly, just your vibe as a band and just the vibe that you exude is all the message you need. That's why music is the universal language. I can go to Japan and sing in English, but if they're vibing my music, they're going to be super hype, so I think that's the most beautiful part about playing music, because we all get down and am I doing the right thing? I sacrificed my whole life to play music, to travel the country, to do all these things, and then you encounter things like that where someone tells you that you changed their life just from doing what you love. And I think that's a really beautiful thing, and it always keeps me going and reminds me that everything I do for the love of music, and other people vibe with that,
Thank you for watching Muse. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to see all of our upcoming videos.